Paradox will have us if we do have any jump starts, but really I think we're probably just good now. I don't want to reset it anymore and cause any more difficulties. So jump starts should be clean. 15-second board is out as the gate is about to drop for A-Class Moto number 2. Let's see who gets the hole shot. It's been the try-hard hole shots all night long.
That is a clean start.
All right, good news. But Dad Shoes with the inside drive here. Oh no, he just slams the tough block.
Tryhard again. So Tryhard got all the old shots in all the motos.
Yeah, I think that is true. So
Man.
Lucas Aredes on the Tryhard Kawasaki moves up into first very quickly. It is Steez with the Bud Racing Honda team in second, Ethan with Factory Goon in third, Garcia in fourth, Hubchap in fifth. Beyond that, it is anybody's game as Steez goes down with Ethan and Garcia, so that's only going to allow Lucas to further split the gap, and we see Hubchap currently sitting in first. So where is McChicken, your race number 1 leader? McChicken is down bad. I don't know where Reese is either. Oh, here is Reese crossing the finish line towards the back. So look at this train of riders here, guys, as Steez was up front in second and now finds himself buried back in the pack. Off in the distance, coming around that corner, you can see your race leader, Lucas Aredes, who is being hunted by Hubchap. So let's go on board here with Lucas and see if Hubchap can hunt him down for the race win. Wheels sitting in third, Skills in fourth, Marco in fifth. Marco not able to join us for Moto number 1, but makes it back for Moto number 2. Jin sitting in sixth. Battle for seventh between Greg, Hemi, and Dad Shoes as Hemi makes the pass around. Oh no, Skills goes down, so Jin is going to take that spot away as well as a few others. Hubchap has now officially moved up into the number 1 spot and made the pass on Lucas as Wheels is up here as well, trying to do the same.
Oh,
Lucas,
what happened to Lucas? I think he fell.
I'm not sure if he fell or not, but he definitely fell back to second. Yeah. So Hubchap on the Verb Moto Honda sitting in the number 1 spot. If we've got any Verb Moto guys like One Shot in the chat, I'm sure they're cheering on for their teammate right now. Lucas trying to get out front early and put himself into another podium win. Can't wait to go back and watch the try-hard replays on YouTube. Marco trying to push his way around Wheels into the number 3 spot. Looking clean on the Mick Creations Kawasaki. Jin with K-Bell Racing has found his way into the top 5 and is trying to make a pass. But look here, Lucas goes down and loses a lot of time. So now Wheels is back up in the battle for third as well as Marco and Jin. So let's go on board here with Jin and see what it's like to be in the middle of the A-Class action. Takes a look over to his left, sees that the coast is clear, swings wide for the inside.
And look at his train.
All these riders with great track awareness. You can tell where they are, who's around them. Wheels not letting the bike get too far out from under him as to not crash Jin. It's riding like this that gives us long-winded battles. Jin trying to make a pass on Wheels now. Not able to make it happen. On board with Marco here as he is trying to hunt down Lucas. Oh no! Down goes Aredes as he falls and loses positions now to Marco, Wheels, and Jin. And look at everything that is coming up behind him. It looked like it was just Jin by himself, but no, he has got Dad Shoes, Hemi. Lucas now falls back into the pack. Skills is here, Garcia, Greg. Reese has pushed his way up. So man, Lucas is honestly lucky that he did not lose more than that, I think. It could have been a bad day for Lucas. But he's still in a position where he can challenge the podium. He just has to keep it clean. As I say that, he almost gets into it with Hemi and Garcia, but he manages to keep it up. So, Hubchap still your race leader, but it's Marco on the Mick Creations Kawasaki who sits in second. Dad Shoes finds his way into the third place and final podium spot. Jin challenging him in fourth. Lucas falls back to 5th. Skills in a battle with Greg for 6th. Here's Owen, Reese, Garcia, Hemi, Wheels, Aiden. Fatosa's here. Adam, McChicken finally showing his face up in front.
Chicken.
Or middle of the pack, rather.
McMahon is getting that slow physics. McChicken was indeed down bad, and he pushed up. That's impressive.
So McChicken crossing the finish line in 14th, but it's only 20 seconds down. Knowing what his lap times are capable of, we could see him push his way up into the first place spot. It's really just going to be a matter of how well he can battle through this traffic and keep it clean. I think his lap times alone could allow him to catch up, but he's gotta make sure he doesn't go down. And that's not always on him alone whenever you're dealing with traffic like this. So 5 minutes in, guys, 14 minutes left on the clock, 6 minutes in almost. Dad Shoes trying to catch Marco and push his way into second. You can still see Hubchap has not completely checked out. He's probably got a little bit of breathing room should he make a mistake, but Marco and Dad Shoes are on the move. Let's take a look at the timing here. As you can see, Dad Shoes is running a 2:02 as his fastest lap. Marco also a 2:02. Hubchat with practically a 2:02, a 2:01.9. So it is going to be up to Dad Shoes and Marco to increase the pace here if they want to catch Hubchap, or Hubchap's going to have to go down. But outside of that, he's got about a full 1 second gap in terms of just his fast laps. So we'll see if he can hold out for another 13.5 minutes. But Lucas is here, ready to challenge Dad Shoes and Marco should one of them make a mistake, and Skills has now moved up into the top 5 on the Prospect Designs KTM. Here comes Reese, though. Reese with the hard charging as he has moved his way up from the back of the pack and is now looking at, I believe, what is this, 7th, 8th place? Reese getting a good drive through those rollers there. Let's see if he's able to make anything happen here on Skills and Greg, as Owen is trying to tether on to Reese and follow him through all this chaos and push up with him. So Reese getting a fast drive around the outside, cuts to the inside line. Making some ground up. You can see Skills getting the drag race on Greg with the Superman over the tabletop. Oh no, yep, Skills tried to take the outside and ends up bumping into Greg and gets punted. Owen makes a mistake back there as well. So now Reese gains 1 position on Skills, locks onto Greg with his targeting systems, and is trying to make a push into 5th.
Where is Dad Shoes?
Yep. Yep, so Reese does end up getting around Greg. Now he is bar to bar with Dad Shoes, who's sitting in 3rd. Oh no! Reese almost pushes Dad Shoes over the track, but manages to keep it clean. Loses that position back to Greg, so let's go on board with Reese here, as he is running 2 flat, a full 2 seconds faster than anyone in front of him, trying to get up front and win Moto number 2. Bar to bar with Dad Shoes over the tabletop, a fat whip, taking the inside underneath Dad Shoes. Can he get to the inside first? He does. So past the mechanics area, Reese now takes the position on Dad Shoes and moves up into what should be 4th now, as I believe Greg sits in 3rd. You can almost hear Dad Shoes just behind him to the left. Yep, there he is. So Dad Shoes not getting too far away. Hemi not having a good time. So yes, crossing the finish line in 4th is Greg. Reese holding down the number 5 spot. He's being challenged hard by Dad Shoes. And you can see just ahead of them here is Lucas. So let's actually hit the free roam cam here for just a moment. You can see there goes Lucas. Here is Greg, Reese, Dad Shoes, Owen. So we have a train here, guys, and there is your number 2 spot of Marco. So the pace is picking up back here as Dad Shoes and Reese are pushing Greg as hard as Greg can go. If they make a pass soon, no, they connect over the wall jump and Reese goes down, but luckily he gets a good clean reset. I think Dad Shoes might have held off for him just a little bit instead of keeping it wide open and making the pass. So you've got number 2 of Marco, number 3 of Lucas, number 4 of Greg, and all of that work that Reese and Dad Shoes put in, they're going to have to do it again. Dad Shoes over jumping the double there, flatlands, cases, allows skills to go by. 9 minutes left on the clock, just under 10. Halfway done with Moto number 2. Hubchap still sitting in first. There is your race leader, and over the tabletop you can see here is Marco not too far behind. So things are much closer up front than they were in Moto 1 when Chicken checked out.
Yeah. I thought Marco was catching up to Upchat, but on this last lap, Upchat was running a little bit faster than Marco.
What is Hubchap's fastest lap, and what is Marco's?
Upchat is a 2:01.1, and Marco is on a 2:01.4.
Okay, so pretty similar. Uh-oh, Skills makes a mistake, and Dad Shoes takes the inside line away. Reese comes across in 5th, but you can see he does have cuts, so even though he's physically in 5th, he's been pushed back to 8th. So it should only be 5 seconds worth of cutting penalties. Reese should have the speed to make that gap up. He's just got to be able to get around Greg cleanly and continue his charge for Lucas. I still maintain the prediction here that if Reese can keep it clean and make these passes stick, we could see him charge up to the front of the pack in the next 8.5 minutes. But look here, guys. Lucas has caught Marco for the 2nd place spot and is now trying to challenge for the next spot on the podium. So we are fender to fender practically as Marco and Lucas are battling it out with 8 minutes left on the clock. Can
Reese
Lucas push?
does have a cut.
Yeah, is it just 5 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah. So can Lucas and Marco push each other hard enough to catch Hubchap, or is Hubchap going to run away while they battle? We will find out. If you could let me know, Paradox, the progress that Reese is making through the pack.
He's on his island right now.
Has he made it around Greg?
Yes, Greg actually got passed by Dad Shoes and Skills.
Yep, so there goes Reese. So now he has got a clean track in front of him with nothing but the podium in his sights. 7.5 minutes left. Man, Lucas is really turning it on right now, trying to catch Marco and push his way into the front.
And look who's here, McChicken, who was dead last on that first lap. He has now got his eyes on Skills and Greg. After these two, it's gonna be Reese.
Yeah, very much the same story could be true for Chicken. As long as he can keep it clean and on 2 wheels, we could see him move up even as far as the podium. So let's go back on board here with Lucas for just a moment. Let's take a look here. So Lucas is running pretty much 2 flats. Marco with a 2:01. Lucas has certainly the skill and the speed, just the raw speed to catch Marco and make a pass. But in the A class, for the most part, guys try to really ride smart. So just because Lucas has the speed doesn't mean that he's going to be able to easily get around Marco. Hubchat with a 2.9. So actually Lucas's best lap is faster than Hubchat's, but the difference just isn't enough to really start closing the gap on Hubchat. Now let's talk about Reese, a 158.3. Chicken,
Yeah, he just started doing
a
those.
158.9. So they could look at 1 second or so, maybe even 2 per lap. And I don't know, man, Reese is 17 seconds down, so that's going to be tough. If Hubchap comes out here with a Moto win in the A class, that could be easily one of the biggest upsets that we have seen, as he is relatively new to the A class, only having 2, I believe, top 5 finishes. So that would be a big day for the Verb Moto team.
He might be close to getting overall, because that's 16 plus 25. That's a lot of points.
And Lucas is still fully turned on to Marco right now and trying not to let him go anywhere. And here is Reese He is much closer this lap than he was last lap. He is ready to take it home. And again, the 17 seconds that Reese is down isn't the actual time. If Lucas is 8 seconds down from Hubchap, then Reese is probably about 10 seconds down, maybe 11, but he does have that 5 seconds in cuts. So, at 2 seconds a lap, with maybe 5 laps left or so, as Lucas goes down, almost goes down, manages to keep it up, but he is now bar to bar with Reese as they come across the finish line side by side for the 3rd place spot. Lucas does make a mistake, does go down, and ends up giving it up to Reese completely. So Lucas now falls back to 4th, and Reese has his sights set on the McCreations rider of Marco.
Oh, Reese almost lost it. Man, that was close.
Put yourself in Marco's shoes right now. You're holding down 2nd place in the A-Class on Lommel, and you just hear the Honda just barking behind you, and you know exactly who it is. Reese has now fully caught Marco within attack position. Now he just has to figure out where best to make the move. Looks over to Marco, takes the inside line past the mechanics area, and makes it stick. Reese has now moved into the 2nd place spot and is fully coming after Hubchap. Hubchap has 3.5 minutes plus 2 laps to stay away from Reese Cooper. Can he do it? This is a man on a mission right here. As Marco is now staring at the back of that number 2 bike, trying everything he can to not let it ride off into the sunset. Look just ahead here as Hubchap is only just now crossing the finish line. And remember, when Reese comes across the finish line and the timing updates, he will have 5 seconds of cut, so we'll see just how far he is actually. So he's, what, 9 seconds down? Yep, just there with Marco. So I don't know. It's going to be close. A minute 58 is his best, but his last was a 2.5. Hubchap's was a 2.9, so the race time is comparable. I think if Reese has any chance to catch up to Hubchap, it's going to require a mistake on Hubchap's part.
Chicken got his eyes on Lucas, so he is pushing as well as Reese.
Yep, Chicken now moving up as he was really far down in the beginning of the Moto, takes the inside line and makes his way around Lucas. So Chicken now sitting in 4th.
Chicken did a 1:55.9 just now.
1:55.9. Let's stop for a minute and realize, okay, here is Chicken with a 1:55. There is the 3rd place of Marco. Here is the 2nd place of Reese. A full 4 seconds faster per lap is Chicken, as the mother freaking jet burners are on, and he is doing everything he can to catch up to this to this front pack rather. You know, in my mind, the question was, are we going to see Reese catch Hubchap? But now I think the question is, are we going to see Chicken do it? Because he's got a minute and a half left, depending on how the timing works. And this is how it will work. Hubchap is going to cross the finish line. He'll have a full lap, and then it will be the 2-lap card the next time he comes around. So from this point on, McChicken has 3 full laps to try to make something happen. If he is 4 seconds faster than Hubchap, that's going to be a 12-second deficit that he can overcome.
Look how fast he's catching
Look
up
how
to Marco.
fast he is doing it, man. Paradox, can we get one loud and proud, dude?
This is insane.
This is insane. As Reese goes down, Chicken now pushes up and try. Oh no! Chicken keeps it up on 2 wheels. Keeps it up on 2 wheels. So prayers for Chicken that he didn't get some silly cuts because of that, but he has now completely caught the podium spots as Reese has now fallen back into 3rd. Chicken's going to try to do everything he can to make it around these guys and set his sights on Hubchap with 3 laps, 2.5 now almost. to make something happen. If Chicken comes back and wins this race, it will probably be the most intense motocross, outdoor motocross race that I have had the chance to commentate, especially for backyard. Chicken on the inside here, trying to make a pass on the drag race against Marco. Able to make it around Marco. Got his sights set on his friend here, Reese. But when that gate drops, I have got this free roam cam turned all the way up right now, trying to keep up with Chicken and Reese. Chicken just trying to find his way around. He's just dancing. He's bobbing and weaving. Oh, and he goes down. No, Chicken does go down, so he's going to lose that spot to Lucas and to Marco. Man, the commentator's curse might have gotten the best of him there because he was reeling him in. He was right there. Man, what an impressive ride. So let's go back on board here with Reese. Let's actually navigate over here to Lucas, who made it his way around Chicken, but still, when you've already put 40 minutes in on Lommel in the A-Class, and you've got Reese in front of you and Chicken behind you, I can't even imagine what kind of pressure that is. So Lucas is feeling it right now. He has got to give it everything he's got. If ever there's been a moment in his MX Bikes career to crank the throttle, put his head down, and focus on what's in front of him, it's right now. He's got to go. Reese is going to come across the finish line here in second, but it's Lucas who will take that position because of cuts. McChicken takes it because of the cuts that Lucas and Reese have. So Chicken's got the afterburners back on. Yeah, go ahead, Paradox.
Lucas has a 2-second cut, so it's not that big, but when you got Chicken behind you, it's very hard to make up for.
Yeah.
Look how fast he's catching. Oh my god, I'm speechless.
He is just pushing and clawing and fighting his way in, trying to take. Chicken's not patient right now. He's not, he's not punting anyone out of his way, but he is also not waiting for an opening. He will make space where he has to. Other riders might wait until there's an opening in the fast line to go for it. Every line is the fast line for Chicken on Lommel, so he's all he's doing is catching these guys and looking for a way around and then taking it. Still got his sights set on Lucas here. Let's go on board with Chicken now as he is bar to bar.
Oh, the pass on the outside. Man, he's... Okay.
Look at how just gracefully he takes that inside. Man, it's the Chicken show right now. All right, so Chicken now moves up into third physically, just past Lucas. Reese not too far in the distance. Bottom of the screen there you can see is McChicken, but he's only got one lap left to do it as Hubchap is going to cross the finish line now, so the white flag is out for your race leader. If I'm Hubchap, man, I'm feeling so proud of how well I've ridden right now, but it is no time to let your guard down because of who is behind you. 6 seconds is how far back Reese is with a 5-second cut. Chicken is actually 10 seconds down.
Oh man.
So
Reese has to make up for 1 second this lap.
So Reese running a 157.8. He has completely turned it on. Hubchap slowing down to a 201. So Reese is about 3 seconds up. Nobody should be able to flat out catch Hubchap. He just has to keep it clean and consistent if he wants to win here in the A-Class for Moto number 2.
Oh, Chicken goes down. So Reese might actually get second place.
Lucas comes back, makes the pass, and capitalizes on McChicken's mistake. Let's see if he can do it. Man, Reese is close. So close. I want to take this to the drone cam so you guys can see just how close he is. There's Hubchap. Here is Reese. This is no time for caution for Hubchap. He has got to go.
If only Reese didn't have that cut.
checkers are about to come out. This man has the most interesting spot on the track right now. Hubchap looks like he is cruising his way to a victory here in the A-Class as he comes through the rollers one last time. Reese turning on the afterburners, trying everything he can to catch him, but it's not going to be enough. In Moto number 2 for the A-Class, your winner is Hubchap on the Verb Moto Honda, and Reese coming through with just 2 seconds to spare. McChicken finding his way past Lucas into the 3rd place spot. Lucas comes across the finish line in 4th. And it will be Marco on the Mick Creations Kawasaki who rounds out your top 5, followed by Greg, Fatosa, Garcia with Street Dogs Racing, Owen with the G Fuel team, and it looks like it's going to be a battle between Skills and Dad Shoes as to who's going to get the top 10. So there you have it. Dad Shoe's going to come across the finish line, rounding out your top 10. Man, what a crazy Moto number 2. Impressive rides by everybody. That's going to be one that I'm going to love to go back and watch. Here comes Aiden. Yep.
I loved watching Reese and Chicken go at it. These two are swapping world records on this track for both 450s and 250s.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going back and forth, and seeing them battling on the track is even crazier.
McManus looking clean. God, I love the new McMonster kits, I can't lie. Ethan on the factory green Honda. Yep.
Wait for these riders to finish up, reporting the results, and we'll call it a night.
Yeah, very, very nice race. All the fans coming out in chat for Lucas, who put on a great show tonight in the A-Class. Shout out to Hubchap for his first ever A-Class Moto win. Reese and McChicken right there, man. Both of them just putting on incredible performances here in Moto number 1 and Moto number 2. I thought for a second there that we were going to see probably the greatest comeback ever. But a couple mistakes late in the Moto cost Chicken that opportunity. Still, though, him and Reese were very far back in the pack early Moto and pushed their way into the podium.